Hi, lovely people. Welcome to Zopplady and welcome to the intermediate class. And today we're going to work on how to keep your work straight. So you can see we have a straight edge. Yeah. So I will measure from this side to this side. So just to keep a straight edge. Yeah. How to work on your work to be straight. So this is roughly 11 centimeters. Yeah. And we check here too, it's also 11 centimeters. Then we check this side too, and then it is 10.5 centimeters, and then 10.5 centimeters. Okay, so as an intermediate student, you need, of course, the tape measure, or even for beginners, you need a tape measure, you need your hook, you need your needle, you need your yarn, and scissors. So those are the basic tools you need for crocheting. However, for today's lesson, we will not use the needle, we wouldn't use the tape measure, but what we will be using will be the scissors. When we finish with our work, then we'll cut the yarn out. Yeah, and then the almighty hook. And today I'm going to use the 3.5 hook for our work. And I'm going to start with the loop and continue with the chain as the foundation, and then start with my double stitch. So today we're going to use these stitches. And as I said in my previous video on the different types of stitches we have, today the matter of stitches is the double crochet. That is what we are going to use. Yeah. Okay. And in my other previous video, I did show you the different ways of making a loop. And today I'll show you another way of getting your loop done. So just stay on and watch me, because normally I like to use my leftover yarn, so that you make good use of your remaining yarn. If not, the whole place becomes a mess. So it's also important that you reuse your yarn. So I'm trying to get it off okay, so I think now I have enough, and then I'm going to start with the loop. So today I'm going to show you a different way of making the loop. So you wrap the yarn around your index finger, yeah, this way. So you see it is formed a loop already, yeah. And then you put your crochet pin hook inside, and then you pick it through, and then now you adjust it to the hook. Yeah, so now this is done, and then I'm starting with my chains. So roughly I want to do about 15 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, so let's measure it and see if we make 15 chains, what is the measurement. So you measure from the very tip of your loop. So when I measure the 15, it gives me 8 centimeters. 8 centimeters. Yeah, so you know that your work is going to be 8 centimeters, and when you finish it should be 8 centimeters. So since we want to maintain the 8 centimeters, we need to make an extra 3 chains, which will represent a double crochet, because you use this in increasing your work. So for this, we are using it to start our work. So we are going to start with a double crochet. So I do 3 extra. 1, 2, 3. So in total, your chains is now 18 chains. But then, as I said, these 3 represents a double crochet. So I'm starting with so I'll put my hook in the fourth chain, yeah, to represent my double crochet. Yeah, okay. So I'll continue with that. And as I indicated in my beginners video, I did mention that there are 2 different ways of holding your hook. We have the pen hold and we have the knife hold. And I prefer the pen hold. So this is the pen hold and the knife hold is this way. Yeah, I'm not so fast when I'm using the knife hold. So that's why I prefer the pen hold. You must also try to find out which one you are okay and comfortable with, and you can also speed up, because crocheting is all about speed up. And if you need to work on a client's work, if you do not have the speed, you could lose your clients. So speed is very important, and that is meeting your turnaround time, so your clients are happy and then it can bring you more customers. So I have found out that I am very good with the pen hold. So I will continue with, and in all my work that I have done, you check on my Instagram account, which is Ecocrofashion. I have all the work that was that has been advertised there. I use pen hold to do it. Yeah, you've also noticed that I'm using I'm wrapping the yarn around my left index finger. For me, I prefer it this way so that I could have a firm grip of my yarn. Then it also helped me to speed up my work. However, some people don't do it that way. They leave only one yarn around their index finger. That is also okay, but I train myself this way. So you can also try the 2 and see which one you are more comfortable with. Yeah. So as I'm getting close to the 15th chain, I'll show you what to do to keep your work straight. Don't forget, we want to maintain a straight edge. Yeah. So I'm going to put the hook in the last hook. Yeah, the loop we made. Yeah, you have to be very careful so that you get it. If not, your work wouldn't be straight. And as I'm doing, I don't want to have this yarn hanging. Yeah, because sometimes it makes your work unkept. Or some also prefer to keep it hanging, and then later when they are done, they try to fix it in or stitch it together so that it goes. But then normally I prefer to work along with it. So I put my hook here to pull this, to pull it. Yeah, so watch me. I pull it through to this place. Yeah, so now it is here. Then I place it on top of the chains here. So I'm going to yarn over it so that the hanging yarn wouldn't be there anymore from the beginning of my work. So as I have done that, I'm going to make 3 chains. Don't forget all the 3. Some also prefer to use 2 chains, but I prefer to have 3 because of how I drag my double crochet so that they are all in line. So I'll do 3, 1, 2, 3. Then I turn my work. Yeah, so whilst I turn my work, what I try to achieve is to increase my work, and then also to maintain a straight edge. So note, there's one chain here. I'm not going to work in this chain. I'm not going to work in this chain. I'm going to work in the second one. Yeah, when you work on in this chain, the very first chain, it means you want to increase your work. But for the purposes of today's lesson, we're going to do it in the second chain, and when you continue with that, you're going to achieve the straight edge. But in another video, I'm going to also teach you on how to increase and decrease your work. Yeah, so come along as I do it. So double crochet. Now I put the other hanging yarn on top, so I use my other finger to hold it so that I can yarn over it. So yeah, some also try to cut it off, but sometimes if you cut it off, what happens is your work can remove easily, and you don't want to work on a dress or any project for your clients and then they go home within a few days, then the work is coming off. You wouldn't want that. So the best way to do is to yarn over it. Yeah, it will not, they wouldn't see it. Yeah, it will just vanish. So don't forget to also visit my Instagram account, Ecocrofashion. I have displayed quite a number of work, and any work that I will do will be posted there. So now you see, can you see the yarn, the hanging yarn? You can see it. And don't be bothered about this edge. Of course, it's burning, but as we work along the way, it will straighten up. Yeah. So now I have a neat work. Yeah. So I continue. See, this is what I was still telling you. Some prefer to hold they don't want to wrap the yarn around their index finger. They just keep it here and then continue. But as I indicated, for me, I don't like this style because I feel it makes my work a bit loose and then it slows me down. So I prefer to have it around my index finger. But others also say wrapping it around your index finger also kind of delay them. You have to choose what makes you comfortable and you speed. As I said, speed is the ultimate. So now I'm getting to the end of my row. So I'm going to show you how to maintain your straight edge. So you see this loop, yeah, kind of a bend here. You look remember we did 3 chains, so we're going to put our hook in the 3rd chain. Yeah, and then yes, and also to increase your work, you need to do always when you get to the edge of your work or the end of your row, you need to do 2 or 3 chains. My preference is 3. Yeah, you also have to look out for what works out for you better. Then I turn my work. Yeah. So this is how I like to do it, to wrap it around. And then also don't put your hook in here. If you do this, you're going to increase your work. We don't want to increase. We want to keep a straight edge. So you put it in the 2nd one. Also, don't forget to drop a comment below my channel. What is working perfectly. If there is a need to improve on my videos, I'll be very grateful. I think in one of my very first video, I had someone telling me to get my camera horizontal. I used to do it vertical, and I think I've seen the result. So whoever did that, thank you so much. I really appreciate the constructive feedback, and it has also helped me. Since then, it has helped me to get my full screen. Thank you so much. I appreciate. Yeah. And don't forget to also share my video to your friends. Crocheting is very interesting. It's really nice. It makes you feel happy. You know, it also, as they said, the devil find works for the idle hand. Don't be idle. Do something. Look out. Look for a passion. Not necessarily crocheting, but any passion that you like. Just try and then do it, and do it well. You never know where your passion will lead you to. Yeah. So I have come to the next chain. Yeah. The 3 chains I made. As I said earlier on, you put it here. Yeah. And then you pull through. And don't forget to increase your work. 3 chains or 2. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Then I turn my work, and then I start with a new row. And I will continue to stress. Don't put your yarn, your hook here. Put it in the second double crochet here, or the chain. You know, the chain is always, immediately you finish up a double crochet, on top is a chain. Yeah. To also keep a different style, you could yarn inside, yeah, inside the 2 chains here, like this, to keep a particular pattern. You could also yarn at the back of the chain, like this. Yeah, if you also yarn like this, it also gives you a different design. You also yarn in front, it also gives you a different design. But for this purpose, I am maintaining keeping it through the chain. Yeah, so you see, I have placed my hook through the 2, the upper and then the lower, or the front and the back. Yeah. These days we find our young people so much glued to their phones. Yeah, and it's taking away a lot of things from them, especially being creative. Crocheting also whip up your creative instincts that is in you, that sometimes it is dormant, and crocheting can really bring them out. So I will urge mothers, fathers, to tell your teenage girls, especially, even boys can also come along. You can do a whole lot of things with just crocheting. And I urge you all to let your children join the club of crocheting. Yeah, so you share my videos with them. So now I have gotten to the last double crochet here, and I'm going to put it through the 3 chains I made, the upper part. Yeah, or the back. Yeah. So have you already seen our work is becoming straight? Yeah. Chain 3 chains again. 1, 2, 3. Then you turn your work, and then you continue with a new row. I will continue to repeat these so that you see the difference. Don't put your hook here in the very first chain here. Put it in the second one. If you want to maintain a straight edge. So now I'm working on the double crochet a bit faster, because I know in my beginning class you saw how to do double crochet. So in a nutshell, I wouldn't want to repeat the process of doing a double crochet. If you have forgotten how to do it, just go back to my previous video for beginners on the different types of stitches. So today's class is intermediate. So you wouldn't expect that I talk about how to do the double crochet, but rather we're talking about how to keep your work in a straight manner. Yeah, so I'm almost the last but one. Yeah, so don't forget your 3 here. Yeah, you put it inside the very top. And before you start any work, please wash your hands, especially if you are working on the white yarn, because if you don't wash your hands very well, you get your work dirty. Yeah, so I'm repeating the process again. I think after this row, I will just continue in silent, and you hear me when I'm getting to the tail end. Yeah, so you put it in the next, not here, the next one. Yeah. So as I'm approaching the very last one, you can see our work is straight. Yeah, this edge straight, this is also straight. Yeah, but this side, you know, because you did I did the chain, normally it becomes a bit tight. Yeah, so if you want to just keep it in the very straight, you could just try to adjust it by pulling it. Yeah, so this is, yeah, this was what I showed you. This is what I showed you, the straight edge, and then this is our second. This is the work I just did with you, and this was what I had done previously, because I'm working on a project and I need a particular length. So now let's measure to see if everything is straight. So now we have 12 centimeters, and then here also 12 centimeters. Yeah, so we have achieved what we wanted to achieve. Yeah, that is keeping a straight edge. And also I'll teach you how to count. Maybe you want to see how many rows you have done. And for some of us who are a bit advanced in what we do, we can count just holding it this way. Yeah, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. 9. So meaning I did 9 rows. 9 rows. Now they look so similar, so sometimes it's a bit confusing, so it's difficult to see to count. But I also show you another trick. Yeah, you remember you were doing the chains whilst you were working, so you count from the first chains here, like the 3 chains you made at the edge. So you count from 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Okay, now I want to just have 10. Yeah, so I will just repeat the process for the last time, so you get it. Yeah, I'm sure by now you are very confident you can make your work look straight. So let's go 1 2 3. Yeah, and then you do the next chain, the next double crochet, not the very first one you see. Yeah, so you continue in your double crochet. And also to identify the front and then the back. So the front will be maybe the side that you will wear or you will display, and then the back will be the inner. Sometimes it also gets very, very confusing, and even till today I also get confused. Yeah, so let's do it quickly. So sometimes if you are not able to catch all the yarn, you just take it off and then you start with it again. So don't forget to share my videos, like my videos, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend about Zopplady and Ecocrofashion. Yeah, so almost getting to the end. Yeah, so the last double crochet, and then the 3 chains. Yeah, you put it here. Yeah, you can see here. Yeah, voila, we are done. And then when you have to continue with your work, you have to pull your loop. Yeah, you pull it so that it does not come off easily. So you pause. So I am done because I'm going to work on something else. I will leave it at this, and when I'm coming to continue, I just put my hook through and then pull the yarn, and then I continue. Yeah, but when you finish your work, always remember to pull it. Yeah, thank you so much for your attention. Don't forget to share and tell a friend to tell a friend. Oh, sorry, before I even leave, I wanted to show you the front. You see, now it looks so similar. you can't even differentiate where is the back, where is the front. Yeah, but just with my mere eyes, I could see this is the back. Yeah, and then this is, you see, I'm also getting confused. Yeah, look, so this should be my front. Yeah, normally what I use in indicating that is, you see this pattern. Yeah, this way the work goes this way, and then the back has this kind of zigzag look. Yeah, it takes a lot of practice to get it. As I told you, sometimes myself I also get confused. So you must always carefully see where the back is. If not, what happens is when you are joining your patterns together, if you're not careful, one pattern will have the front, the other pattern will have the back. Yeah. Thank you. Bye-bye. See you next time in my next video. Bye-bye.